Hello YouTube, it's your boy D. Give you my review on the American Horror Story Cult second episode. This second episode is just totally awesome. I don't know the name of the second episode, but I will put it in the description. It is good, and if you have not watched the episode, have episode or series, you need to watch it. It is totally awesome. I regret not watching it before, but I can tell you I completely is in love with the show. Like I said before, I love how it relates to topics and you got a lot of suspense, comedy, drama. You got everything that you want in a good series. It talks about real life situations that are currently happening in our time, such as the Second Amendment, immigration, the election night, things that we currently seeing on the news that people are dealing with right now. I am just right now. I'm ecstatic, stoked, and I do enough talking. Let's talk about this episode, right? Basically, we see Allie's in the bed with Lily. You know, obviously they're wife or lesbians, and she's still getting over. Allie's still getting over the fears. She still have fears of what happened. She got every type of phobia. Anything shakes her, because after Trump got elected, right? All her fears, resurface and all that. So we see that. Then we see and basically she's afraid of a dog, and Allie sees the clown and gets Lily, and she sees the clown and she's frightened. She goes and runs to Lily, and Lily them hug or whatever, and Allie questions her sanity, saying, "I think I see things. Is everything gonna be alright?" Because she doesn't take enough pills, so because she doesn't take her pills, her fears just gets enlarged, gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's so affected everything in the house. Like, she sees something and she'll just imagine she's a clown or whatever fear comes to mind, and she's scared and she's questioning, And then Ozzy, just like Lily, she sees a clown, but really he's just having nightmares, and it's just like he's also comes in and scared or whatever and hugs them or whatever. Then we see Kyle. Remember the last time Kyle was the one that got, when he set up the plan, he had pissed and threw piss at the I want to say not the Hispanics, so the Hispanics, he throws piss at them, and then they got mad, and obviously they beat them up. But that also was part of his plan. So now he's looking like he got a cast in his arm, and he's saying he got attacked, brutally attacked, and this and that. I'm in pain. We need to stop these people. I just got attacked for no reason. Spin the story around. Have you not seen situations in Fox News where they spin situations around to make themselves look good? That's people in general. And that's how, usually that's how laws get passed, how situations get passed. That's like, situation like World War II in Germany. That's how Hitler got elected, because he would blame like the Germany economy was going down, whatever, and saying why did Germany go down? It's because of these Jews. These Jews took everything from you, took your money, blah 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 blah. Still saying that they lost because they were doing evil stuff. So they need someone to blame. Usually blame a group, and people who are based on or scared or feel like they being attacked need something to look to as a savior. And Hitler was like that savior, and that's how the Jews got eradicated, almost got eradicated, man. So this same situation here played out. You know what I'm saying? Those situation played out. And we find out he wants to take the vacant seat of Chang, who got that was that Asian person who got murdered. He got murdered because remember the clowns hacked him up, you know. So he got murdered, whatever. So he wants to do one for change. He wants his position. Obviously, he said he wants, you know, we got to protect ourselves. Blah 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 blah. Kind of like Hitler would say, we need to protect ourselves. You need to feel safe, and you know, I say he don't get elected because people gonna be afraid. So he don't get into power, and he gonna push his agenda along. So, you know, watch out for the next couple episodes that he's gonna get elected. He gonna push his agenda along. Then we move on to the next scene, and then Allie, you know, she sees the, you know, people moving in from the house to the house that was the house that got murdered. You know, because Chang was in there. That was the murder scene. You know, where police deemed it as murder suicide. No, you know, which, you know, I'm gonna call that BS because it's not really bullshit. It's not murder suicide. Obviously, someone planned to take him out. That was Kyle. Kyle has something to do with it. He arranged, you know, all this to happen. So anyway, you know, Allie sees, you know, moving truck. You see people moving in. She's spying or whatever, and the people who, you know, then, you know, the people who move in see her spying or whatever. So obviously she's scared or whatever. You know. And then you see, the next thing you see Winter with Ozzy. Winter comes in and says to Ozzy, I think she gives him some kind of doll or something or whatever. I don't remember the kind of doll it is. And says, you know, hey, why you not talking to me or whatever. She said, she, you know, he throwing me shade because Ozzy was like, you know, you didn't tell him what happened. I saw the murder, and so now no one believes me. But you know, she, you know, but thinks he's a liar or whatever. And you know, she said something about, you know, you got me think to believe what you want to believe. Basically, use this situation to push your agenda along or whatever. So, and then she told him the pinky swear out, like, says, you know, if you lie, I'm gonna know, blah 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 blah. And then we see, you know, and then Allison, and I think Allison really comes in. Allison says, "Where's Ozzy?" And she was like, Winter says, you know, she went to the neighbors or whatever. Went to new neighbors, and you know, Allie's scared, like, what's going on? Why are you sent to neighbors? And you know, Winter said, oh, they cool, whatever. So Winter and Allie, they run along, and they go to the neighbors, and you see Ozzy scream like, ah, ah, right? They're scared or whatever, but Ozzy really excited because they see he's looking at the beehives, his school, and he feels okay or whatever. He's cool about it. He's like, oh, it's fine or whatever. You know, that and the third. And what else? And we see Ozzy. We see, you know, Lila's like, you know, you shouldn't play with that because she's scared of everything. Because she's scared of the holes in the beach. So she's scared of every little thing. You might get electric. You don't know this and that and the third. You know, she's kind of like one of those people who worries about every little thing. You know, she's freaked out. You know, obviously that. And the neighbor, the guy, we find out his name is Harrison. I guess he's a bead collector. I'm not sure. Or he's just collect beads for a hobby. Not really sure. Basically says, hey, it's alright. These bees are not gonna sting him because they're gainfully employed, and he feels like the bees are like kind of look at the bees as his best friends because they don't really argue. They do what they gotta do. They don't fight back. Everybody works together. Blah blah blah. Just don't meet me. And you know, he's out there. He's a little, you know, his mind is whoopy, like, woo, he gone. You know. His wife name is Madeline, or I think Madeline, I'm not sure. If I messed up the name, please y'all put it in the comments below. Thank you. And she looked like she's dressed like a Hollywood story. She got the little the reality look with the sunglasses, the little hat. She looking all fancy. And she basically is like she got cancer or whatever. And we find out that that these two don't have sex with each other, because they said if they haven't got married by 35, they're just gonna marry each other. So basically, they don't have sex with each other. Once a week, I believe that Harrison goes to Detroit and have sex with men or whatever, and that's the agreed upon thing, because like he said, he can't have his wife. He doesn't even touch his wife because she has cancer, so she can't be touched. So he's like, they okay with it, and obviously, I guess that's how their relationships work. It's like you gotta pass the chi or whatever, and I'm sure his wife is obviously probably having sex with other men, because there ain't no cancer gonna stop her from having no sex. She gonna find ways to get it. I'm leave that alone. And we see that they were like, and Alex like, are you scared that you bought this house after the people just got like, how you got this house? They basically said, hey, look, our credit was, wasn't good, it was crappy or whatever, and basically we just got the house over still because, it was just like the owners got murdered, the Chinks got murdered, so it was like a steal. They just gave it to us like that, blah blah blah. Alan's like, aren't you worried that you just got the house after so soon after people just got murdered? They're like, nah, it's cool. We're gonna do what we have to do, and they like whatever. Me, I'll be scared if I know somebody got murdered in the house and I see blood on the floor. I ain't buying it. I'd be like, I'm gonna get a new house. I'm gonna go somewhere else, because I know if I see blood, I'm thinking I'm gonna get murdered. I ain't messing with that. I'm not buying no one else's house or whatever. I'm moving out the heck out of town, heck out of state, y'all. I ain't doing that. That ain't even me. I ain't about that. And then the next scene we see, I'm gonna just do the Pedro scene real quick. Pedro's in Ali and Lee's restaurant, and Pedro's getting disrespected by one of the employees there. Basically, the guy is a jerk, saying, "Hey, we only speak English here. We're not gonna speak that stuff there." He's making him be called like blah blah blah, and Pedro's like, "F you and this, that, and they, getting into it." Right? And he's the guy who says, you need to check his papers, you need to kick him out, fire his blank, he ain't worth the skid. And I'm like, dude, he has the right to work here just like anybody else. He's born here. Why are you being an AO? But that's how typical people are, because they're not like them, of the same color. Oftentimes, they feel that anybody who's not, he feels like anyone who's not white shouldn't be working here. It's like he shouldn't have a job. It's like you're only good for lower, position jobs. You should go back to countries. It's like you still don't want jobs. Ha ha ha. You still want, the typical stuff you hear. Obviously, again, let me just pause quick and say, obviously this is very extremes. Is everybody like this? No, people. Not everybody's like this. But there are some cases that are all like that. Some people are not always racist. Not all people, not all Democrats are like this. Not all Republicans are like this. So keep that in mind, y'all. Let's not get crazy, and just keep this, focus on the television show. All right, cool. And then we see in the next scene, I believe that Ali was. I think in this scene, I believe Ali sees her therapist is in the building, whatever, and she's nervous because I think she says she killed one of the suspects. I think she killed one of the racist guy, although we don't have a name of him. She kills him because she sees a clown or whatever, and she got scared. So basically, we find out therapist saying, Allie and therapist is saying, hey, you didn't do that, you didn't, you just did our self-defense or whatever. Be calm. Allie was talking to Harrison, and Harrison was showing guns or whatever, because he's apparently a gun collector since Obama got elected. He said, we gotta protect everything. He gonna still take our guns, so he had every gun collection to no man, to the point that he could set up a gun store basically, and Allie picked up the gun or whatever, and so she has a gun now because Allie is fearful. She needs to protect everything, so she's gonna have a gun and do all that protection or whatever, saying we need to keep everything alive. So basically she does that. Therapist says you shouldn't really need this or that because it's not good for you, and Allie's like, no, well, screw that. I used to think that because I was liberal. Now I need to protect my family, and she's gonna do whatever she needs to do to protect her family. That's how it goes. And the therapist talks to Lee, saying, Lee say everything's okay. She said, hey, it's fine, but I didn't need to keep an eye on her. And Lee said, I can't because I have to go to work or whatever. I'm gonna have Winter keep an eye over her, and that was that. And she does that, and basically we find that Pedro's a suspect of the murder of the racist guy, and there was a cop that says, asked him what's the immigrant status, on call, unrelated question, and Pedro was like, look, I'm here, I'm born in the United States, I'm born in in San Diego, I'm born here, and Pedro said, I didn't do anything, I have a wife and kids, blah 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 blah. And Lee says, it's cool, I know that. I took out a second mortgage for this new restaurant because I guess the food that's got spoiled or whatever. Blah 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 blah. So basically, and then Ali talks to Winter. Winter says, calm down, relax. Ali tells Winter that I haven't taken the pills, and Winter says, we don't need to take pills. I'm gonna have you relax, take a bath. She's about to get stripped, taking her clothes off, blah blah blah. And she does that, and when she does that, you see an alarm going off, and she's getting scared, and this and that, and she's fighting. And then Winter says, I gotta leave it. And Ali, because she's scared, she don't want to be by herself. Say, please, Winter, don't leave. Just stay here. Because the guy, Harrison, told him to stay here, don't leave. Protect yourself. He's like the preparer, the extreme preparer. He has everything prepared for the apocalypse. And Winter says, look, I gotta get my stuff. I gotta get my, laptop. So she leaves her alone, whatever. And boom, boom, boom. And then before then, we see Kyler comes in the door, tries to come to the door, and Allie's like, no, he ain't coming through the door, because remember, he was the one that tripped Allie over, all through some kind of latte or whatever on him. And the Kyle's like, can I come in to get water? Can I come in to get this? Can I come in? Allie's like, no, I ain't coming in. You ain't coming in. Kyle got really angry, said, you know what? Look like I'm gonna kill you. Blah 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 blah. Then the last scene we see, because remember, I want to say Lee was talking to Pedro and says, hey, look, bring this supplies, bring this stuff to, Ali or whatever. And Pedro was trying to come in, and Ali got scared, and she shot Pedro. And pretty much that was the end of the episode. Like I said, it's a great episode because he talked about a lot of issues like Second Amendment rights, how people, racism, immigration, all that, and I love the episode. Before I go, subscribe to my channel, comment on my videos, like my videos, share my videos on any social media platform. Anyway, this is your boy D. I'm out. Holla.